Greatest bike I've ever owned. Unfortunately, I've had a back injury and can no longer use it. Needs a good home. Oh, yeah, that good home is my home, buddy. And that back injury is about to get a lot worse. Okay, here we go. Here's an update on the Christmas heist, my 2 stolen bikes. On Christmas Day, I came home after a wonderful day of celebrating with family and friends. Came home to 2 stolen bikes. It was like a punch in the gut, even though I just hit my heart. It was a punch in both, my heart and my gut. And it sucked. I felt horrible, I felt violated. You feel all the feelings you feel when you get, something stolen from you. So after that happens, I file a police report, I talk to insurance, I have a super high deductible, it sucks, blah, 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 all that stuff. And I pretty much never expect to see my bikes again. I've had plenty of bikes stolen over the years here in Boulder, and usually you never see them again. Fast forward 7 days, so Christmas, boom, 7 days. New Year's Day, I come home after watching football with my friend. I'm getting ready for bed at about 11 p.m. and somebody on my Facebook, a guy that I don't even know, says, "Ryan, I think I found your bikes on a site called OfferUp." This is the post. We'll go click on this. That's my bike. This is definitely my bike. And this dumbass punk also has, check this out, my priority bike up for sale. For $250, come on, dumbass, it's worth way more than that. Sure enough, this dude is selling a Trek 1120 and a Priority Continuum and a whole bunch of other bikes and car stereos. You think he's a thief? What are the chances that one guy has a Trek 1120 and a Priority? 0 chances. I looked closely at all the photos. They're obviously my bikes. The Trek had the Vittoria cannoli tires that don't come with the Trek. It had the Blackburn bottle rack on the bottom tube. The Priority bike had a rear rack that does not come with the bike, and so obviously these are my bikes. And all of the emotions from Christmas night when I got these things stolen comes rushing back. And it's not a fun feeling. I've been full of anxiety and not sleeping well, and then I start thinking, oh, I'm gonna bust this guy. I'm gonna nail him. I'm looking at his freaking profile picture, and it looks like he's pretty close to Boulder, North Glen, Thornton area. It doesn't give you an exact address. And then I call my friend Dana. I'm like, Dana, what do you say we set up a sting? I put an offer in on this Priority for $250, which is way less than it's worth. Stupid dummy, why don't you sell the bike for more at least? And then I call my brother Logan, who is a police officer up in the mountains, and I ask him some advice. What should I do? Should I deal with this myself, or should I get the police involved?
I'd call him now.
What even?
They could set up
Yeah?
They'll try to set up a buy or a meeting.
Okay.
And they'll do it so that you're not in harm.
He says, call the police. So that night, late at night, this is about 11 p.m. on New Year's Day, I call the non-emergency officer on dispatch. All right, so I guess just kind of take this into my own hands for now and play it safe. And
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
And he essentially told me to do what I was thinking, like, put an offer in on the bike and go meet him somewhere. And if it happens to be in Boulder, we can help you and we'll be there on hand, to bust him, to jump out of the bushes. I said, it looks like he's in North Glen. So they said, well, you should probably call the North Glen police. And I was like, okay, at this point, I'm like exhausted. My brain is fried. It's almost midnight. What I think I'm gonna do after a lot of thinking is wait until the morning, call the North Glen police. That's where I think this guy is. And then I'll make an offer on the bike, go down there, try to meet him. Hopefully we can deal with this quickly because I don't want to waste a lot of time doing this. But I'm going to leave you with something funny my friend Josh just posted on Facebook about this. Oh yeah, it's time to get suited up, Arnold. I'm not sleeping well because I'm all wound up again. I want to nail this guy. I want to, all that stuff you want to do when you see somebody online that has your bikes. And I couldn't believe it. Like, there they were. Trek, come to me, Trek. You're so close. I wake up, I call the North Glen police in the morning.
You have reached the North Glen Police Department.
They're super friendly. I talk to an officer, And essentially he tells me the same thing as the Boulder guy. He's like, go try to meet this guy, do the whole transaction, and then we'll be there on hand to bust the guy if we can verify that these are your bikes.
When you set up the meet happens in Northland since the dude's living there.
Yeah.
Then we will go and help during the meeting and basically detain them and start doing questions and stuff like that. And if Boulder wants to take them into custody, then they can definitely take them into custody for the theft.
This is the big problem. This is where I think I messed up. I got a little too excited. So late on New Year's night, I start posting, oh my God, we found the guy. These are the bikes. Check it out. And within minutes of doing that, he took the priority bike down. And so this is the creepy part. This is what scares me. Obviously, this guy is following me on social media. He saw that I knew what he was up to. And so he pulled the bike down. So now I don't have a bike to put an offer on. And I'm like, damn it. Oh, I totally blew it. You blew it! So the North Glen police say, actually, why don't you call the Boulder police, call a detective there, and try to get some sort of, mission, organized, and then they can get us involved. And I was like, oh man, I'm going from Boulder to North Glen, back to Boulder. And I talked to a detective in Boulder.
Are you able to email me the screenshots that you took?
Yeah, absolutely. So then I go to OfferUp, the website, and I write their help section. I'm like, hey, you have a serial thief selling products on your website. Please do something about this. And I got a bunch of form emails back, like not even a real person, like some sort of a robot. Or if it was a real person, he talked like a robot. And I was like, you're not helping at all. So then I go to social media. I start hitting up OfferUp on social media on my Twitter, like, hey, OfferUp. I posted screenshots. These are my stolen bikes. Please do something. And then finally, the people running their social media probably was like, okay, this guy is annoying us. So they wrote me a direct message and said, hey, Ryan, you need to get the police involved in Boulder, and then we'll work with them. And I was like, okay. So then I talked to the detective again.
Basically, where we're at with this is that in order to get any information from OfferUp, as far as who the seller of the bikes was, I'll need to apply for a court order through the courts here. In order to do that, though, I've got to articulate in detail how we know that those are your bikes, or how we think that those are your bikes, outside of the fact that one dude was selling both of them. Now, between you and I, these are your bikes, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But unfortunately, I can't really get a judge to buy off on that.
Yeah. And this was pretty much all day yesterday, the 2nd of January, and it just wore me out. It's such a horrible feeling of violation. Like, I want it to be done. But maybe we're close, maybe we're not, I don't know. But either way, like, life goes on. Life goes on, and I need to go outside and enjoy this beautiful day. So now it's in the hands of the Boulder police and OfferUp, and hopefully they do something about it, because it is very obvious that this guy, Ben Deified, stole my bikes, or at least somebody stole them and he's selling them. And I looked up Ben Deified online, and it essentially means he's a self-proclaimed god. Screw you, buddy! But if there's one beautiful thing that's come out of this whole situation, it's that my friends and family, my community, and strangers that I don't even know have risen up to support me. I've gotten offers from people to buy me new bikes. I've gotten offers from bike shop owners here in Boulder to replace my bikes. I've gotten offers from people to start GoFundMe campaigns to raise money to buy me new bikes. And as sweet and kind and thoughtful as all of these actions are, I don't want any of that. I will find a way to replace these bikes. It's a beautiful thing when you feel supported and you feel loved. And those are two important words, supported and loved. Because we go back to the guy who stole my bike on Christmas Day. I was with my family and friends opening presents, eating great food, and feeling very loved on Christmas. The guy who stole my bike obviously was not. He might be Jewish, he might not even celebrate Christmas, but he was not with family and friends that day. And I'm guessing he doesn't feel all that loved and supported. So this goes to the root cause of why people steal things in the first place. He might have a drug addiction. He might have a family he needs to feed. He might have a child in the hospital and all he wants to do is pay, the bills. Or he might just be some punk ass that gets off on stealing bikes and wants a little extra money to buy drugs. I have no idea the situation, but I do know that if this guy was supported and loved, he probably wouldn't be stealing bikes all the time. Because obviously I saw his profile, and for sure all of these things he's selling are stolen items. And it's kind of sad. So all of you out there who offered to pitch money toward a GoFundMe, let's put that money to your own communities wherever you live. Maybe you want to donate to some mental health centers. Maybe you want to donate that money to some youth development organization, some after-school mentorship programs, some boys and girls clubs, whatever it may be. So we can, try to eliminate this problem at the very beginning when people are young and impressionable. If we can keep kids healthy and happy and feeling loved and supported and educated, I think we'll have a lot less thieves in the world. So why don't you do that? And if you don't want to donate to any of those things, how about next time you're at a restaurant, you buy somebody a meal? You make somebody's day. So let's turn this horrible thing that happened to me into something good. Let's pay it forward. Let's bring some more love and kindness into the world. We can do this, Team Duzer. Team Duzer, you are awesome. You are full of heart and love, and you can do this. So that's essentially my update. I don't know what's going to happen with the police and OfferUp if this guy's ever going to get busted. Believe me, I would love for this guy to get in trouble for what he has done. Everything that I've gotten in my life, I've worked really damn hard for, and it sucks when somebody just comes and takes that away from you. It's not fair. Another reason why I don't really want to pursue this all that hard is that this guy knows where I live. He could retaliate, he could do, who knows what he could do. And so I want to just play it cool and move on. It's over. I don't want to deal with this guy anymore. Moving forward, it's 2018. It's going to be an amazing year. I'm psyched. I will find a way to replace the bikes, and life will go on for me. And I'm happy. And I'm happy mostly because of the support and love from all of you. And I can't thank you enough for opening your hearts to me and supporting me through this whole week of just nonsense. That's essentially what it's been. And it brings back memories of when I had my first bike stolen. I saved up all my lawn mowing money when I was a sophomore in high school, and I bought my first Trek 8000. And this thing was the coolest thing in the world. And that bike was essentially the bike that helped me fall in love with cycling. And that bike got stolen out of my mom's garage, and it was just a heartbreaker. Because back then, I didn't have the means or the money to just go out and buy a new bike. So, spread the love, spread the kindness. Leave a comment if you do donate money to some sort of organization in your city. I would love to know what you're doing with that. And let's have a great 2018. And next time you see me, hopefully it'll be a more action-packed video on a bicycle or running or climbing or doing something fun. So hey guys, Team Duzer, I love you. Have a good one. And look, I have a bike on my shirt. And look, boobies. Hello my friends, my name is Ryan, and I'm going to ride this bike down the Baja Peninsula. The baby is birthed. Oh, there we go. Yes. There it is.